Okay, let's get your stories going, Matt. I love your stories so much.
Yes, I have got one. This was by fan request. Want to thank fan Lynn over here. Thank you, Lynn, for your request.
I requested?
You requested this. You said, "Hey, this might be something for
I
you
did.
to look into." So we are going to open up.
Yeah.
Matt's True Criminal. Matt will talk about. You will hear about a true criminal. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I should say no criminal charges were filed in this following case just yet.
Oh, whoa.
There might be, but there might not be. But I want to talk. We're going to get into a little bit of politics here because I need to give you some background. It's just a really interesting story. It seems like something The Onion or Saturday Night Live or This Hour Has 22 Minutes here in Canada would come up with. So a month ago, he was the head of what I thought was the number 3 most powerful party in Canada. But no, they slid to number 4.
Oh, my God.
So here's how it works in the House of Commons in Canada. You've got the PM, our Prime Minister. He's the head of the Liberal Party of Canada. They hold 169 seats.
Mm-hmm.
70 years of the 20th century were under Liberal rule in Canada.
Right.
So only 30 of those
Very
years
liberal
were
people.
A different party. Next to the Liberals, in second place, you've got the Conservative Party of Canada, His Majesty's loyal opposition.
Jesus, Matt.
144 seats. The Bloc Québécois, 22 seats, and we don't even get to vote for them. They're only in Quebec, and they basically, once they're elected, they want to split from us.
Yeah, they're like, please, God, let us go.
So the fact that we can't even vote for them, and they got way more seats than this NDP, just shows their kind of slide. The NDPs have 7 seats. They've never actually formed a government, which I never knew. I thought that they have formed a federal government. They did not. The closest was 2015, where they were the official opposition. So everybody got that?
Losers.
Little civics. Losers. So the former leader of that party, the NDP, Jagmeet Singh, has issued a public apology after being photographed at the Kendrick Lamar SZA concert in Toronto. Of course, Toronto being the hometown to Drake.
Of Drizzy. Oboe. Yeah, so that's like a huge slap in the face to, I guess, what? Our country's,
6, I guess.
The snowbird of Toronto.
So TMZ picked it up. And I know that TMZ, whatever.
TMZ picked it up?
Yes, and like led with it. Yeah.
They're like front page news.
Yeah. Yeah. Like unreal. So what prompted this this apology? Like 2 of the douchiest moves. Douchey move number 1 by Drake. DMing Jagmeet Singh by calling him a goof.
And we have the thread. So we see like years ago.
Yeah, I'm like, thanks for, whatever.
Jagmeet Singh, I guess, Drake followed him on Instagram and he was like, thanks, so honored, da 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 da.
Yeah. And when you think that it couldn't be douchier enough calling somebody a goof by DM, Drake shared a screen grab of the DM.
So it was Drake that shared that. Shut up. He shared it?
Sent to the former leader of a federal party the word goof.
And now, doesn't goof mean something different? Like, goof means...
Oh, I just thought it was like a clown, like a fucking idiot. Oh, really?
Like, in jail, I know that goof means, like, what do you call them? PDH files?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's a huge insult.
Oh, so a little, thou doth protest too much.
Holy shit. I didn't even think of that. The lady doth protest too much.
All right, so here's this apology that he posted on Insta. I went for SZA, not Kendrick. I was born in this city. I love this city, but real talk, I get it. I shouldn't have gone at all. OVO and Drake have lifted up the city in Canada. For me, it'll always be Drake over Kendrick. What? Like...
You know what? The only way I'm going to believe him is if he gets a big Drizzy tattoo.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So until then, I guess I'll just be waiting here thinking he loves Kendrick.
Is it possible to
like
go
the rest of us
to a concert for the opener?
I think SZA's sprinkled throughout too, right? Like she does. She was in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah,
they do have a couple of songs together.
Yeah. Which love Kendrick.
Yeah.
Not only do I love him musically, I love him physically. I think he's a very attractive man.
Oh, nice.
But he is a little bit on the shorter side. And SZA will specifically wear flats so that it doesn't, get brought up. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that she does specifically to like kind of, counter.
I got you.
Which is sweet.
She's only photographed like way behind him.
Yeah.
So that, just super cringe, that apology. And not the only fallout from this concert.
I'm so excited.
A group called the Six Takeover planned a rally to, quote, show Kendrick whose city this is.
We're going to show him, guys. We're going to show him. Everybody, we're going to show him.
Let's get
Everybody get your Drizzy merch.
They were having these takeovers. So Kendrick had 2 concerts in Toronto. Each takeover was to start about 3 hours before each of his 2 live shows.
That's a lot of time to listen to Drake before you're even making your point.
Right?
Oh, my God.
What were the benefits for attendees?
Let's hear it.
Free OVO hoodies and pizza.
You had me at pizza. You lost me at the hoodies.
Somebody online... Do you ever see something online? You're like, who comes up? How are you so brilliant at comedy? Somebody online has blasted this group as OVHOs. But alas, there was no takeover. And if I can be real, I want to give these guys the gold medal in the Saving Face Olympics because this was, listen, nobody showed up. Let's be honest.
Do you think that's what happened?
I looked at all of the pictures, not all of them, but social media coverage, all the media outlets. It was,
3 hours is a long time to just sit there before you're making your actual point.
It was now we'll get into it a little bit.
Kendrick was also here on weekdays. Like, aren't people working?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
like, I'm sorry. Did you not? He's like, show up 3 hours before. It's like, we fucking have jobs.
I have to work.
Yeah.
So here was their statement.
Oh God, give me strength.
Unfortunately, we have to cancel the OVO takeover. We genuinely
He's like, my mom said I couldn't do it anymore.
She can't hang out with Mark anymore.
I heard Drizzy, he swore in one of those songs, buddy. You can't do it.
We were a Saved by the Bell house, not a Degrassi house. Whoa. So you take that shit out of here. We genuinely just wanted to bring good people together, have some fun, create good vibes for the city. Unfortunately, some people decided to report us falsely, claiming we were planning to, quote, start trouble or cause chaos.
Okay, here's my take.
Yeah,
it was all the businesses around there that had to listen to Drake for any fucking period of time.
Because of these reports, police were already on high alert and were quick to shut down anything that looked like a crowd forming. Well, which, again, I would like to interject here. I have issue with police here. This no way was a crowd forming.
And not to mention, everywhere in Toronto is a crowd forming. So, like, what do you mean?
Right, yeah.
It's like just breaking up people trying to get a fucking hot dog.
We didn't expect things to blow up the way they did. And here's a bit of saving face. What started as a joke turned into a full-on movement, and y'all made this happen. They also shouted at the media who covered it. They said if you were there to DM proof in the form of a photo or a selfie that you obviously took because you're so proud to be at that event, and they'll mail you a hoodie. Some legit fans did...
It costs so much money to do that. It's insane.
Some legit fans did show up before it was shut down. And here's what a few had to say to Jazz and Graywall, who was there on behalf of City News. We'll get Chris to insert this clip right here.
Sorry, but this is the six, you know? We don't know why Kendrick's here.
Blasting Drake's music and wearing OVO gear while the gathering was short-lived. For Drizzy loyalists, it was all about sending a message to Lamar.
I had to be here because I feel like it's disrespectful that Kendrick Lamar comes in Drake's hometown and performs, even though he's dragging the beef.
We support Drake. He's the king of Toronto, so we're just showing Kendrick whose city he's in.
Yeah, sorry, can you just tell me what his mom said?
No, they were actual fans. It's like, this is our turf.
Yeah.
Again, the organizers claim it was all a joke, and really they said they couldn't believe the response. But let me ask you this. You dropping $11,000 on 100 T-shirts and 100 hoodies for a joke?
No.
Let alone the pizza?
Let alone the pizza. Let alone now what? I guess, it's probably not going to cost that much because, like, the 8 people who showed up, he's going to ship out hoodies too, but like hoodies are fucking expensive to ship out by the by.
Right?
Like,
and these are expensive hoodies to begin with.
And you know he's getting tracking because he's a responsible young man.
Yeah,
he just wanted to get a bunch of good people together and listen to Drake for entirely too long.
Like, can we get a deal on 500 if it fits at chips boxes, please?
Yeah, no, he's not getting 500 selfies.
But so they were unable to give away the $200 or the 200 shirts. Okay,
Such a shame.
And now they are low on funds, asking for donations. And everybody who donates, by the way, I'll answer your question that you got in your mind, will have a chance to win a shirt.
One. They're giving away one.
But if you were there,
you're giving away more than the people that are sending this fucking random selfie. That, by the way,
right?
I could easily Photoshop myself into the fucking. Or anybody that's ever taken a picture by the fucking Rogers Center.
Yeah.
Who's to prove that that's a
hey,
different
man, we were
time?
here.
Yeah, 1,000%. But the people donating, it's like you get a chance for one sweater.
Thanks for helping us out. Okay, so let's just say 500 people showed up. You're able to give out your 100 t-shirts, your 100 sweatshirts, and
Did you just play the guitar?
I did, yeah. Yeah. It was the fingering the G string.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello. As long as it wasn't A minor.
Every time you talk about Drake. Damn. I wish I hadn't talked over that. It was going to be so good.
So, 500 people show up. You give all the shirts away. Aren't you still out that 11 G's? Like, I don't get where the income was to come. If you give the shirts away or not, you're still out that money.
You were going to be broke regardless. Now you're more broke because you're shipping things. That's the only fucking difference, right? Like you're shipping out things. So in case, like, we should post this too, because they posted saying, no one allowed us to have our friends over. And,
yeah.
And now we're out. They said it's breaking the bank a little bit.
Yeah, we broke the bank on this, guys. And
now we're out $11,000 for the pizza and the hoodies. So if you guys can help donate, because we have no money left. And it's like, okay, so now there's, and he puts his email and he says, like, if you are willing to donate, like, send an e-transfer. That money was still gone. Like, what was going to happen there?
The only thing I can think of is they were maybe collecting donations, but I don't think you can do that. Like, I don't think you could just sell shit.
If this fucking idiot felt so compelled to do it after the fact, then it wasn't hidden before the fact. This is way more loserish to do it after the fact. Right. So, like, we would have seen it in his original post. Like, what would they say that in too? Like, we're accepting donations for.
It's help.
He would be like, don't do it then.
The movement.
Don't do it.
The movement.
God.
Hey, man, grassroots movement. We're just starting, and we just want to.
We just want Kendrick to know. Meanwhile, in the concert, Kendrick got a minute and a half standing O after he played Not Like Us, and they begged him to sing it again.
I am shocked that he did not, because I get it as an artist. He probably doesn't want to replay. You just want to do it once, and you've got everything planned, right? But that would have set the world on fire. Like if he had done that twice.
He stood there and just let Toronto fucking scream. And me and my daughter watched it because she's also invested.
Invested. That's a better word. My apologies.
She's invested with me.
Yes, of course.
Okay. And the A minor, did you watch it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
The A minor line was just like the Super Bowl again.
Yeah,
like
everybody.
It was like insane. And yeah, it was a minute and a half and he just stood there and I was like, that's gotta sting. And then to follow that with everything that Drake and his people did, like,
yeah,
it doesn't get, I mean, I don't know, from his perspective, maybe he doesn't think that he looks like a idiot, but
I think at that level, you don't. I think that you have zero.
And he probably has so many yes men around him too, right?
Well, dude, you got to take a screen grab of that and send it.
Yeah. And then you apologize. Like, oh my God, look at that. You're literally like the leader of the country at this point.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, no, it was brutal and kind of funny.
And the only one who looks great is Kendrick, who hadn't said shit.
He didn't. And that's what he never says shit. He only says shit in his music.
Yep.
And it's scathing.
They did say that he does have some strong fans in Toronto,
he has strong fans everywhere.
So the
guy has more Grammys than Taylor Swift
with a grain, but yeah, that's right. Does he have more Grammys than Taylor Swift?
Many more, yes.
Wow.
Yes, I believe Kendrick has 22 and Tay has 14.
Wow, 14.
I might not know that for a fact, but
all right.
You just keep on talking and I'm going to fact check.
All right. But they did say in a post on the gram, for every Drake fan they got a DM from, they got 10 from Kendrick fans, either wishing
making
death or
fun
hate.
of them.
Yeah. And by the way, as of Saturday, June 21st, all of those free hoodies you can now just purchase at a discount via DM.
From him?
Your best offer. Yep.
I don't want his stinky basement hoodies. I'll go and get my own Drizzy hoodies if I want one. I don't, but I would.
They claim to have paid $75 a piece for these hoodies due to knowing somebody with an OVO card, which I assume is some sort of credit card membership to a store.
What?
Yeah.
There's an OVO card?
I would assume, yeah, they have a financer for the store, like a Bay card or like a Zeller's card back in the day. I would think that's what it is. I really don't know, though.
Wow.
But again, although no arrestable crimes were featured, as you noticed, countless social crimes were committed. That's the tale of the OVHOs and the takeover that never was.
Oh, my God. Yes, and I was dead on. So Taylor has 14 and Kendrick has 22.
Fantastic. I've also got feedback, which from my first episode, from my spot feedback feature, but do we want to shelve that?
From your episode?
Yes.
No, I want to hear it.
Okay. So just to recap, you can on Spotify, if you listen to us there, you can leave a comment, and I've started to compile them for a segment I like to call Spot of Feedback.
Okay, can I just also, first of all, praise you for...
Oh, thank you. Yes, you can. Go ahead.
For reading that, because when we first started this podcast, you were like, I don't want to read anything that has to do with me. I don't want to see anything. Keep me as far away from any kind of commentary. And you took it, you didn't know what you were diving into, and you just did it. And I'm very proud of you.
Well, thank you.
That's growth.
I appreciate it.
Also, Drake has 5 Grammys, so not even the difference between the two.
That's true. So my first kind of little mini episode was the Delco Pooper, which one listener, in the interest of alliteration, said we should refer to her as the Delco Dumper. So obviously that'll be the new name.
Now, did you dub her the Delco Pooper, or
no? I think that was
it?
like her in the that was already.
So
her.
You're only at fault for not just, maybe making that stuff on your own. Yes, I plagiarized
it. That's correct. If you need a refresher, it was road rage. She took a diarrhea on the hood of a car.
OnlyFans model, folks.
Yes, that's right. Shout out to Goat Girl. Goat Girl.
Goat Girl.
Of course, this is the case that Matt covers. And she even got a reply from the official Everything Scary account that said, just wait for the next one.
That, you know what? I would say all 3 of the stories that you've told have different aspects to me that I just absolutely adore. But if I have to be completely honest, I think number 2 is my absolute fave.
Yeah. And it continues with a bit of the theme of number 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, kind of so does this one. Maybe not actually in the literal sense, but in the figurative.
I would also like to, this next piece of spot of feedback comes with an apology. This feedback is from Krista.
Hey, Krista.
Krista. Not Christina. Krista. As my autocorrect.
I do believe I commented on that one as well, if you want to.
Oh, did it? You know what?
Please do.
I pulled this a while ago. I don't have a new one in front of me, but I will look it up. But,
no. You don't have to. I can tell you what I said.
But Krista, I was calling her Christina, and I didn't know what, where, and why. And then I found out when I put in Krista in my little Galaxy tab here, it auto-corrected it to Christina.
It's because of how many times you've Googled Christina Aguilera boobs.
That is correct.
No, I said, because I remember it clearly, you read that one and you said, this is an easy one.
It's an easy name. Christina. Not even close. So Krista asked, can a blind listener help us? We had posed the question, how do the blind wipe? When you wipe, you kind of look at it. And
this is actually, it's been an ongoing thing for multiple episodes now. And still no real answer. Aside from your texture thing, which I'm not.
Yeah, it's texture. So it glides and slips when there's matter there, and when the matter is gone, it's maybe a rough trip.
There's, you know what? If there's a rough trip, there's still work that needs to be done as well. Like you just don't know for sure.
Can I give some advice to the world quickly into that? Should I do it into that one?
Please,
into the main camera
directly,
or into my camera?
Look into yours and just right into the camera.
I'm going to say 10th dump. Wipe with your other hand. The reason for this, if you ever break your dominant wrist, you will not struggle when wiping with your other hand. Do it now while there's no pain and you're flexible with both wrists, just in case, but get used to it. That was advice that was given to me in high school.
You need to wipe like you're going to break your arm.
Yeah. Just you got to prep yourself.
You heard it here first.
Because, boy, you break your dominant hand. You like, I could barely.
Did you ever even break your dominant hand?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's like, nope.
Yes, I have broken my dominant hand, and I was wiping like a champ with the lefty.
What a time to be alive!
Because I trained myself. Friend broke his hand in, I think, high school or college. It was
and he told you
he told me every couple of wipes.
So this guy is going to be your best man one day, right?
He is the best man of all men.
Wow.
Another piece of spotted feedback from I love that. I'm surprised this username wasn't taken. Rocco Eats Play-Doh says, I love this episode, and I just re-listened to the Travis the Chimp episode.
Travis the Chimp is
what's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. It's my sister's absolute least favorite thing that's ever happened in the world.
It's revenge. Okay, and finally, the last piece of spotted feedback comes from user 12292920585.
That seems like they're going to leave a judgy comment because they really didn't take. They were like, just give me the basic one. I need to tell them how fucking annoying they are.
Mash the numbers.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is a hot take. I kind of respect the move of pulling off a drive-by diarrheaing on someone's car.
I now see why they went with the auto-generated username.
No bodily fluids are making direct contact with the victim. They can go just right through a car wash, and all they'll suffer from is the trauma of seeing poop sprayed on their windshield. I mean, I've seen worse. I think I would just laugh about it. Don't worry, I am in therapy.
She's also she's the chief of police in New Jersey.
Oh, shit.
She's like, don't worry, I've seen worse. I shave my body hair.
Over your
on all of my
Danish.
You're Danish. Not your Danish. It's got icing.
But yeah, that's it. That's my segment of Matt's True Criminal. You just heard about, Matt just talked about a true criminal.
Kind of a criminal.
A little bit criminal.
Okay. Awesome, Matt. You are killing it at this game.
Thank you.
Unlike Drake.